In the labs of a company called Boston Dynamics, a team of smart engineers has been pushing the boundaries of robotics. They've combined advanced algorithms with designs inspired by nature to create a lineup of robots that seem like they're from a sci-fi movie. From four-legged robots that can climb walls like squirrels to two-legged machines doing parkour with unbelievable skill. These robots will amaze you. But don't worry, they haven't become self-aware yet. So let's take a look at 5 of Boston Dynamics' best robots. To understand how the company, now owned by Hyundai, started, we need to go back to MIT. That's where the MIT Leg Laboratory was located, which eventually became Boston Dynamics. Essentially, a group of researchers from one of the top technical universities in the world turned into a leading company in the robotics field. This all began in 1980, founded by Mark Raybert. Raybert, who specialized in electrical engineering and computer science, moved to MIT, where he not only contributed to the artificial intelligence lab, but also played a key role in creating some of the world's best robots. The more recent part of the story is this. Google acquired Boston Dynamics in 2013, followed by SoftBank in 2017, and then Hyundai in 2020. Raybert is still the CEO of Boston Dynamics, a company known for its innovation, but also for being quite expensive. Can you picture a robot that moves like an animal, but is incredibly strong and enduring? Well, that's exactly what the engineers at Boston Dynamics achieved with BigDog, a four-legged robot that's both impressive and a bit intimidating. Starting in 2008, the company developed BigDog for DARPA, the US military research agency. The goal was to create a robot that could accompany troops through extremely rough terrains where regular vehicles couldn't go. They equipped BigDog with 4 articulated legs, each about 3 feet long, and laser sensors to help it maintain balance on uneven surfaces. Thanks to a hydraulic system powered by a pump and a 15-horsepower 2-stroke racing engine, it can sit down, stand up, trot at over 4 miles per hour, and carry more than 330 pounds. It can handle slopes up to 35 degrees, muddy terrain, debris, deep snow, and even cross streams. What's really impressive is its array of sensors and systems. BigDog has a laser gyroscope, a stereo camera for 3D vision, and around 50 other sensors monitoring acceleration, force, speed, oil temperature, and pressure in its mechanisms. All this data is processed by a computer with a real-time operating system. BigDog showed that robotics could achieve impressive milestones, inspiring further innovations in the field. After the impressive success of BigDog, the engineers at Boston Dynamics kept going. In 2009, they aimed to create a climbing robot capable of scaling vertical surfaces with the agility of a small squirrel. The result was RHex, a fascinating quadruped robot, measuring just 10 inches long and weighing 4.4 pounds. Despite its small size, this little climber is a technological marvel. Its 6 legs are powered by electric motors and equipped with microclaws on the feet that allow it to grip textured surfaces like buildings, poles, and trees. What's most amazing is its ability to adapt to the curvature of surfaces while climbing, much like a squirrel navigating a tree trunk. Its posture changes swiftly to meet the demands of the climb, and its tail helps maintain balance on steep angles. RHex can ascend vertical structures at a speed of 8.7 inches per second, which is quite impressive. And that's not all. Boston Dynamics didn't stop there. They continued pushing boundaries, and the next robot in their lineup, RHex, promises to be even more astounding. At first glance, RHex might seem like just another robot, but it's actually quite special. It's designed to tackle incredibly tough terrains, like rock, sand, mud, and vegetation, that would stop most vehicles in their tracks. What makes RHex so versatile is its unique design inspired by nature. Instead of regular wheels or tracks, it has 6 articulated legs shaped like semicircles. Each leg is made of flexible materials and has an internal spring. This flexible leg setup allows RHex to conquer obstacles up to 8 inches tall, which is more than double the clearance of its legs. The joints and springs absorb impacts, allowing the legs to wrap around rocks and other objects. Another cool feature inspired by nature is RHex's low, insect-like posture, which helps it stay stable when moving sideways and even allows it to walk upside down without losing mobility. But where RHex really stands out is in its autonomy and control. It's equipped with a high-resolution video camera, a gyroscope, leg sensors, and more. This technology lets RHex map its surroundings, stay on course, adjust leg stiffness, optimize movement, and even walk on just 2 legs using advanced stabilization. But if you think RHex is wild, wait until you see Boston Dynamics' next creation. A speedy, 4-legged robot with cutting-edge technologies that were ahead of their time. Development of WildCat began in 2011, and let me tell you, the name fits perfectly. This metallic quadruped can reach galloping speeds exceeding 19 miles per hour. In fact, during lab tests, WildCat demonstrated it could surpass 25 miles per hour, which may not sound like much, but it's fast enough to cover 100 meters in just 9 seconds and maintain that pace until it runs out of fuel. But WildCat isn't just fast, it's also fully autonomous. It doesn't need to be connected to anything external, as it can balance on its own and power the hydraulic pump that drives all its movements. But even with all its power and dynamism, WildCat is just a taste of what could come next, because the engineers at Boston Dynamics were already cooking up their next big surprise. A robot so advanced that it could completely redefine our expectations. It goes by the name Atlas, and, well, it's better if you see it for yourself. After 30 years and many different robot models in Boston Dynamics labs, it's clear to everyone, including the engineers themselves, that each robot they've created has played a part in advancing applied robotics. This journey has led us to Atlas. It's like the evolution humans went through, crawling, then walking on all fours, and finally standing upright on 2 legs to support ourselves. Robotics has followed a similar path. For over half a century, engineers have been working to make robots walk on 2 legs as realistically as possible, similar to human walking. However, there's been a tricky problem to solve. Ensuring stability and balance, especially on uneven ground, where frequent falls are a challenge. But Boston Dynamics tackled this head-on with Atlas. Atlas is one of the most advanced androids out there, standing on 2 hydraulically powered limbs capable of up to 28 independent movements and navigating rough terrain. It has even taken walks in the woods, danced, and done parkour with a level of agility that rivals, or even surpasses, humans. But what if I told you that what we once considered the pinnacle of modern robotics is actually already outdated? The hydraulic Atlas has been recently replaced by the new, fully electric Atlas. This version is just as impressive as the parkour performing model, and is equally unsettling with its smooth movements. The electric Atlas promises to have a wider range of motion and greater strength, dynamic movement, and balance. The company aims for the robot to navigate human environments more comfortably, making it less bulky. Additionally, the company's robots have also been equipped with artificial intelligence and machine learning tools. So, are we seeing a more lifelike version of iRobot? Are we ready to coexist with robots that are practically identical to us? If so, then we'll need to overcome the barrier between us and the eerie, uncanny valley. Curious to know what we are talking about? Click the video link to uncover the new wave of androids.